All right, so first things first, one of the most important things that every single beginner out there needs to be aware of and needs to fully understand how it works, which is product selection. Now, when I say product selection, this is obviously where you're going to decide on what products you're going to sell. And this is what tends to hold a lot of beginners back because they're unsure of exactly which products to try and sell and which type of items to stay away from. And this is what also confused me when I first got started as well, and it kind of delayed me from being able to make my first $1,000 in profit. But one day I realized that the best type of items to sell are items that people are actively searching for on the internet. Not only that, you also want to make sure that you're selling items that people need on a daily basis. And just to give you a quick example of what I'm talking about, using these two different examples, so there's this store here, which is store number one, and they obviously sell various different batteries, and this is the main type of item that they focus on. However, there's this store over here, and they sell, phone accessories, things like wireless phone chargers, AirPods, Bluetooth headsets, and these type of phone accessories. Now, majority of you, in my opinion, would most likely go for this store over here rather than trying to sell these type of items. And the reason why I say that is because whenever people think about starting their first dropshipping or e-commerce business, they tend to go for trending items just like this, rather than trying to sell boring items like batteries. And the main reason for this is because a lot of people, when they first start their online business, want to sell an item that they're going to be able to tell their friends and their family about. No one realistically wants to go around the place telling people that they sell batteries. People would rather go around telling people that they sell things like AirPods. So for me personally, when it comes to me deciding on either building a new e-commerce store or if I'm going to add a product to one of my existing stores, I would rather sell items just like this. Items that have a proven track record and items that people have been searching for over the past 5, 10, 15 years. And what I'm saying can also be seen on Google Trends because, as you can see, I've just typed in batteries. And since 2004, people have been going onto Google to search for batteries quite consistently. However, if we look at something like Bluetooth headsets, as you can see, there was a rise of people searching for it around 2005. However, since 2007, there's been less and less people interested in Bluetooth headsets when it comes to all of these different Google searches that are done on a daily basis. All right, so moving on to the second most important thing that I've learned over my 7, 8 years now building various different e-commerce stores, which is digital marketing. Now, this is a term that I didn't know when I first got started, and it's just a skill that you're naturally going to have to develop as you go along. And most of you that are watching this video right now are probably thinking, Sam, what exactly does digital marketing even mean? Well, if we break down the word marketing first, this is simply the act of you figuring out exactly how to make any potential customers or any existing customers aware of the products that you're selling. And when it comes to digital marketing now, this is simply you doing everything I just said now, but using digital methods. And there's so many different elements out there when it comes to all of the different digital marketing techniques. So let's start off with one of the first ones, which is SEO. SEO simply stands for search engine optimization. Now, this is definitely a skill that you're going to need to learn with your e-commerce business because it's going to be your job to figure out exactly how you can place the right keywords within your product description, on your website, on the metadata for you to be able to give yourself the best chance to rank on Google. And another way that you can do digital marketing is through email. Now, email is one of the best ways, in my opinion, that you can connect with your customers because you're going to be able to have direct communication with them at all times. Having an email address for someone that you know is interested in a particular type of product is going to put your business in an amazing position. As you can see from one of the Shopify apps that I use to collect various different emails for visitors that land on my website, I've been able to make over $22,000 and get over 400 different orders by simply collecting all of the visitors' email addresses and sending them out various different offers. The third type of digital marketing is social media. Again, social media is a great way for you to get your brand out there, as well as you being able to build a stronger relationship with your customers, because you're going to be able to publish content on a regular basis on your social media platforms and make them informative and educational. And the more you're able to do this over a consistent amount of time, the more you're going to position your business as an authoritative figure. And one of the final forms of digital marketing that you guys are definitely going to learn is paid ads. Now, paid ads doesn't just relate to if you're looking to build a Shopify dropshipping store. It's also if you're looking to use Amazon, if you're looking to sell on eBay. I've had to use paid ads with every single one of my e-com stores over the past 8 or 7 years. Of course, you don't want to solely rely on using paid ads, but it's definitely something that you're going to have to use in combination with organic traffic. Okay, so moving on to the third most important thing that you need to know when building your e-commerce dropshipping business, which is customer psychology. And what exactly is customer psychology? Well, when a customer lands on your website or your product product page, there's two different actions that they could possibly take. They could either buy the product or they won't buy the product. And over the years, I've noticed various different reasons why some customers will click off and go to another seller, and why some customers will go through to checkout, bring out their credit card and buy the item. And I'm not going to be able to go through all of those reasons in today's video because there's so many, but I'm just going to go through a couple using this store example right here. So straight away, if we look at the name of their business, which is Battery Station, as soon as a potential customer sees this, they're most likely going to want to buy a battery from them because they obviously specialize in these type of items. They've even named their entire business around the type of product that they're selling. This is automatically going to build trust with the person that is on your website, because the most important thing you need to remember is that a lot of customers these days have a lot of skepticism when it comes to buying from a website that isn't Amazon. So if you want to be able to make as much money as possible, you need to make sure that you're doing everything in your power to build trust as quick as possible, because customers are not going to spend too long on your website. Instantly, they're going to be able to see the name just like this. Straight away, trust has been built. And the second way that you can build trust with any visitor that lands on your website in the quickest way possible, that I don't really see that many people on YouTube talking about, is by putting your telephone number right at the top of your website. Of course, make sure that you don't put a mobile phone number, but again, this is something that I personally do with all of my websites, because instantly this builds some sort of trust, because the customer is going to know that they're going to be able to call you if they have any issues. Another thing that this website has done is by showcasing all of their positive feedback on their homepage. Now, I'm sure that they're probably getting 1 stars, maybe 2 stars, but they're only showing the 5 stars right here, which is not necessarily a bad thing. They want people to know the positive things that people have to say about them. So never forget that customer psychology is one of the most pivotal elements when it comes to growing, scaling, and building your dropshipping business. If you don't have a firm grasp on exactly how the customer is thinking from the moment they land on your website, then you're not going to be able to do the necessary things to make sure that your website is structured in the right way. And finally, moving on to the fourth thing that you need to make sure that you're doing, which is that you need to watch out for trends. Now, when I say trends, there's various different ups and downs, peaks and valleys that's going to happen when it comes to building your physical product business. Well, this is something that I've realized over the past few years anyway. There's certain things that will work for maybe 1 year, 2 years, but then eventually there's going to be changes in the market, changes in customer psychology, and you're going to need to make sure that you pivot your business accordingly. Like, for example, there's been changes in the way that consumers buy items. I would say 5-6 years ago, most people were buying items on, let's say, a laptop or a computer. However, more people nowadays are shopping on their mobile phone. And the reason why this is important is because you need to make sure that your website or your eBay listing or wherever you're selling is mobile optimized. And another trend that's been emerging over the past year or so is the fact that less and less customers are willing to wait. And when I say wait, they're not willing to wait when it comes to receiving their orders, and they're not even willing to wait when it comes to your website loading speed. More people nowadays have less patience than what they did have 5-6 years ago. So you may want to speed up your website, or you may want to reduce the amount of information that's on your product page so that the customer is able to make a quick decision. And there's so many other trends that's happening right now, but I'm not going to be able to go through all of them in today's video. But I recently published a new article on my blog website, successwithbusiness.com. And on this article, I went through 10 different trends that I've personally noticed over the past couple of years when it comes to growing a dropshipping business, that if you're aware of them, it's most likely going to save you a lot of time, energy, and money. So if you want to check this article out, I'm going to leave a link to it down below in my description. Now, if you've enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe as well and hit the bell notification. And if you want to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago where I break down how you can start your own dropshipping business with the least amount of money possible, then make sure you click the link right there. Check that video out straight after this one because it's already helped out so many people, and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.